Hey guys, it's Concept here and welcome back to another CSGO video. In this episode, I will be teaching you some cool tips and tricks to improve your gameplay and your skill in general. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Tip number 1. Find your sensitivity, resolution, and crosshair. So you can do this by changing your sensitivity as first. So I suggest using a lower sensitivity since it's easier to be precise with your aim. You can find some videos on YouTube on how to find your perfect sensitivity. It's basically lowering your sensitivity until it feels natural for you and stuff. But yeah, you can search that on YouTube. Then finding your perfect resolution, you can try 4x3 stretch, 4x3 back bars, or 16:9 normal widescreen. It all depends on your preference. If you want a fast-paced type of visuals, while sacrificing field of vision, you can go to 4x3 stretch. Or 16:9 if you want it to be natural and you want the default. Yeah, you could go with the 16:9. And crosshair, you can go to Crash Z's crosshair map generator. Yeah, you can change everything in your crosshair, and you can also find pro player crosshairs so that you can choose which crosshair you like. And yeah, you can basically change your crosshair in that map. I'll leave a link in the description. Tip number 2. Peek properly and don't slow peek or wide peek. I've seen so many silvers and gold novas with this mistake. You know that time when in a 1v1 situation your teammate just randomly crouch peeks or shift slow peeking a corner. If you slow peek a corner, you're basically at a disadvantage since your enemy can see you first. So always peek farthest from the wall so that you can see your enemy quickly, and never slow peek since you're basically facing the wall when your enemy can already see you. So yeah, remember to peek properly. Tip number 3. Get used to the spray patterns of most of the weapons. So you could go to a map called Recoil Master. I'll also leave that in the description down below. Yeah, you can basically change your spray pattern of basically any gun, well besides the snipers. So you don't really need to memorize the whole spray. You just need to learn the early sprays, which will basically help you in killing people. So you really need to get used to the spray patterns. Tip number 4. Always aim at head height and be ready to adjust your mouse while spraying. So I don't see the need of aiming at the ground. The ground's not the enemy, basically. So you always want to aim at head level so that it's easier to adjust your mouse. Because if you're aiming at the ground, you need to adjust it left and right and up and down, so that's diagonal. So always aim at head level. It'll be easier the more you practice in CSGO. And be ready to spray, so remember to adjust your mouse, pull down according to the spray of the gun. And yeah, it's basically practice and more practice. Tip number 5. Reload at the appropriate times and at the right place. So basically, to sum this up, never reload while peeking a corner and when it's risky and if you think there's an enemy. And you don't need to reload if you have like 60% or 75% of your bullets, unless it's super important. So know when to reload and know where to reload, basically. Tip number 5. Use your money wisely. Never ever buy if your whole team doesn't have enough money to buy. So eco when you need to, save money when you need to, and call for buys. Don't buy too early in the round. So know when to buy and know when to eco. Look at your team's money, and yeah, just see if you can buy or not. Tip number 6. If you haven't killed the enemy after a while, reposition and adjust your aim. So basically, in one sentence, don't full on spray if you know that you can't kill the enemy. So if you think that you're winning the gunfight and you've got many shots on him, continue to spray. But if you haven't hit a lot of shots at the enemy, you should basically reposition and readjust your aim. Tip number 8. Be coordinated with the team and don't be clumped up in one area. So if you've seen a lot of silver gameplays, most of the teams are so clumped up in one area. One or two nades can basically kill the whole team. So a good strat is standard, so you can go 2B, 2A, and 1 mid, which is a good strat. And always be coordinated with the team. So the team could talk to each other using their microphones. Always talk to your team and be coordinated, and always ask them what they are doing, and so that you can adjust to what they're doing, so that they can adjust to what you're doing. So always be connected with your team and never do things alone. Team number 9, remember to warm up and keep on practicing. I've seen so many players go into matchmaking without any warm up at all. So a good way to warm up is going to an offline match against bots in a specific workshop map. I'm gonna leave a good A map in the description down below. And after that, you can go on a deathmatch, and you know, to waken up your aim and your wrist, so you can get used to the feel of CS:GO. Yeah, basically it refreshes your mind on the fundamentals of CS:GO. And the last tip is stay in a good mood and motivate the team. Even though if you're down by a lot of rounds, always stay in a good mood. Always stay positive. I've seen many comebacks despite the condition. So yeah, just keep motivating the team as much as possible, because you never know what could happen. So yeah, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Comment down below if you know some more tips that are probably very important. So yeah, leave them in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.